Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I don't know what time zone all of you guys are in. Does not matter. Good day to everybody. Hope you're doing good today. What's going on, Richard? Richard with the hi, everyone. You also got first. You got first. Let's wait. Let's give it just a second as the rest of the guys and gals pile in. Something tells me this is going to be a near 100 person stream. I'm just getting that feeling. Do you know why? Do you know why I'm getting that feeling? It has something to do. Hey, what's going on? Stone Cold Murphy, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. I didn't give a big heads up, so it's gonna take just a minute for everybody to pile in. So I'll be just a little patient before I start talking about everything. So let's just give them a minute, you know? Let's be considerate, because it is my fault. Let's see. Hey, Amanda. My alts are going so low. Is this because the whole market is down? Yes. Bitcoin is not in a good spot. And you can see that some fear is being introduced into the market right now, because Bitcoin did dip here, and now it's bumping against the underside of the 33,000 level and rejecting down. So that's not a good look, and that's why you're starting to see some fear in the market. Whenever your altcoins of choice start crashing and Bitcoin is not crashing quite yet, that's usually a very bad sign regarding kind of how everybody's feeling. Because you can expect Bitcoin to be kind of the stable one, right? It's the big dog. It's almost like the parent of all of the children coins. But the kids, the way that the kids react, whether that's positively or out of fear, you can kind of really gauge how the market's feeling about what Bitcoin's doing at that moment. So if Bitcoin only goes down a couple percent, but your altcoin or altcoins, you know, Ethereum, Doge, XRP, Cardano, all that stuff, if Bitcoin goes down like 2%, but those guys go like 5 to 10 to 15%, you can tell that tells you that there's fear in the market. That's an easy way to look. Don't forget, guys, smash that like button. Let's try and get up to, like, I don't know. We'll get to 50 likes. I know we will. With what's going on right now on Dogecoin, we're definitely going to have some people in this stream here. So let's just give them a minute. But yeah, everybody smash that like button if you haven't. Let's get the stream popping. What's going on, Dr. J? Hope you're doing good. Is this the day? I'm ready for some action. It's looking like it. Now, here's what I said yesterday. I said, we know what it looks like. We know we're selling off, but Bitcoin really likes to drag things out. And it's very likely that by the time we go back live, we're at about 19 cents. And, you know, that's what I said. You know, I didn't know exactly when the dip was going to hit, but I thought that next time we streamed, we'd be at 19. And we're at about 20 flat. So we're pretty close. It wasn't spot on, but it's pretty close. Like I said, Bitcoin really like hits the slow-mo button when it's time to make big moves, either up or down. But as you can see, this overall thing, if you just zoom out, you guys can see this right here in the way this looks. Not good. All right. And there's not particularly any strong level of support right here either. I mean, there's a top right here, and there's a little bit of consolidating right here at this spot we're pretty much at right now. But under that, really, it's 19 cents and down. So we should be hitting at least 19 cents here. And I'll be very curious to see how this plays out with you guys, of course. But that's what we're seeing right now. This was my dread. What's going on, guys? Thank you for smashing that like button. We'll get some more people in this stream. I gave very little notification. I gave like 2 minutes. I scheduled it like 2 minutes out, so people's notifications aren't going off quite yet. They'll be here. Give them like 5 to 10 minutes. We'll have everybody asking questions and all that good stuff. Stone Cold says, stock market going to crash. Take Bitcoin and alts to the floor. That's the way it's looking for the crypto market. Amanda says, when? Probably going into tonight, into tomorrow. I mean, we should start seeing Dogecoin teens. I mean, that's just the way it's looking. I mean, just look at this right here. And we'll drop the time frame in just a moment, but I'm just trying to let everybody see the big picture. Not looking super hot if you're trying to be bullish for this moment. Of course, we know what's going to happen longer term, but we're talking short term. Looks like there's going to be a nice dip buy opportunity here. What's going on, Matthew? Hope you're doing good today. Hello, Skydive. Hello to Quad Up as well. What's going on? About that time to load up. Yeah, we're getting ready. Get the truck ready. We're about to load up. Get the truck ready. How do I think the recovery is going to look after it crashes? Well, after we crash that, I think that'll be the last time that we're down at those lows. So that could probably spark the overall recovery in the market. I think everybody's just been waiting. I mean, even since the main crash, everybody's been waiting for Bitcoin to 20,000s. And so everybody's seeing the market still trading sideways and still looking concerning. They still have that in their minds. So So until they have a reason not to believe that we're going to test 20,000s, I don't think it's going to go up. But once we get this dip, just let Bitcoin crash a little harder. Let Dogecoin go mid-teens. Let everybody that's been sitting on the sidelines because they have not believed that this was the last dip for the last couple weeks, let them get their dip buy, and then we'll get all the bullish buying pressure here for a reversal. And then over the next couple weeks, as we're going up, you know, Bitcoin 40,000, Bitcoin 45,000, Bitcoin maybe like 48. I don't know if we get to 50, 55 until, you know, that time when we also get Elon coming on board saying, all right, you guys hit that 50% clean energy mining threshold. So I feel comfortable taking you guys back as payment again. Just keep it up. Let's try and get that percentage higher. Then that puts Bitcoin right back to where it came from, 60, 65 grand per. And the market continues like this never happened. And so I think that whole process will take at least a couple weeks. I've been saying 1 to 2 months tops. But the reversal here, I mean, this could play out within, 2 weeks. Bitcoin moves slow, so that's why I'm saying 2 weeks. Other cryptos, this could have played out in a couple hours or days, but Bitcoin is a big boy. Hi, sir. How can I buy in France? Ooh, I am not sure. Check and see if you have Binance in France. Binance is the most widely available crypto exchange. So try for Binance. Obviously, if you can have access to Robinhood, that's probably your easiest way. If you don't care about actually holding your cryptocurrency, you just want to buy and then sell, trade the move. You don't plan to buy anything with it. Just look for Robinhood. If you can't, if that doesn't work for you, if you want to actually hold the cryptocurrencies so you can put them in your own crypto wallet, spend them places, all that stuff, look for Binance or look for Coinbase. I don't know which one of those three will be in France, but those are going to be your best bets. What's happening in the financial district right now? Stocks crashing, banks closing lines of credit, etc., etc. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys saw, but even in the stock market, the meme stock AMC was down to $38 as of this morning. Now, it is spiking pretty considerably, so I thought that was interesting. But yeah. Do I cash out, just hodl as many as my alts are going low? I mean, you could. I say it all the time, and I'll say it again. My only concern with selling low is that you could be selling at the reversal point, but I think we're really going to see teens today. I said yesterday we were heading there, and we were heading there. We didn't quite touch it. We stopped just short. We were in 20s, right? And then we did a bounce, and now we're coming back again. Let's drop the time frame down a little bit. As you can see, this looks pretty. That's a pretty nasty sell-off, and we almost touched 19 cents. It was like tenths of a cent away, 15 tenths of a cent away. It tried. It really did. This is where we were yesterday. Remember, we saw this pattern and then this move up and then this failure back to 20s. All of this. But here we are now. Yeah, it looks very bad. Let's move some time frames around, see if we can find any EMAs or levels of support. Because what we want to start figuring out is if the crash is imminent, how can we know? What is our sign? Someone give me a sign. So don't forget, guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. So let's see. We've got resistance at 21 cents. That EMA is above us. That's bearish. This one on the 3-minute, that's at 21 as well. So we know that's a strong level on the way up, but it's above us. We're below it, so that's also bearish. Same deal here on the 5. 2-minute, I don't care about, but it's at the same exact price point. Interesting. 22 cents, also above us on the 10. 15, 22. The 30, it's at 23. 1 hour, 24. 2 hours, 25. 4 hours, 27. Daily is 21. That's pretty bad, actually. Weekly is still down at 9 cents because, now you're going back before Dogecoin really took off. So these time frames don't matter too much because we're not going back down there. We're not that concerned. But all the main 200 EMAs that you would use are above us substantially, 21 cents mostly, and then you've got 22, 23, 24. So being that we're about to touch 19 cents, we have no EMA support under us. That's not a great sign. Now, of course, that's not the only levels of support, but it really helps when you have that universal 200 EMA indicator to provide a level for you, because it's almost always going to bounce off of those, off the 200, because everyone uses that indicator. And if you just switch your time frame, now you're just looking at it from different types of traders' perspective. So the 1 minute, you're looking at it from the perspective of scalpers or day traders. Same for 2 and 3. Scalpers or swing traders. 5, 10, 15. Now you're getting up to just swing traders and longer term holders. And then now you're getting up to swing traders, longer term holders, and investors as you go up. So you get to see all of their different perspectives. Where are they seeing their 200 EMA? Show them what the average price value is. And those will either signify buy or sell opportunities depending on which side of it we're on. Take profit or double down opportunities. but all of those are above us. So we're bearish on literally every single time frame that matters up until like the daily. So that's pretty tragic if you ask me. And even the daily's at 21 like all the rest of them. That's above us. So not good. Now, if anybody's new to this stream, this is not a FUD spreading stream. All of you guys know I have a substantial position in Dogecoin, and my average is actually pretty high on my holding accounts. But I 100% believe that Dogecoin is going to come back and make a full recovery, and that we are going to see Dogecoin to at least near, as long as Elon Musk stays on track, that we should see Dogecoin to $1 by the end of the year. And we've got like 6 months to play that out, about 5 months now. That's plenty of time in crypto. Don't forget, Dogecoin only took off like this about 2 months ago. So you're giving, you know, that's only 30% of the way there. 30% of the way was from Dogecoin taking off to now. And we've still got the other 70% that we haven't even explored yet for the price to go up even beyond what we've seen. Plenty of time, especially in crypto, which is new and volatile. But along the way, we like dips. It lets us buy low and either get an even better average, you know, or we can scalp those if we think we're going to hang out for a while and we just want to play with the volatility, make some quick buck or two. Yeah, you're right, Scott Av. It is getting crazy. Bad moon rising. Thank you for being the only crypto channel brave enough to go live during a panic. Yeah, no problem. I prefer to go live during, I mean, that's not true, actually. I do like going live when we're going to the moon because everybody's in a better mood. But I like going live during a panic because this is money-making opportunities, too. Everybody, especially newer people, they only think, if the price goes up, I make money. But as long as you have more money in your bank account, average down opportunities or just cutting your trade and knowing you can, like, if there's going to be a hard crash, you can buy super, super, super low and then make money off a massive move up. Like, to me, that's exciting as well. So, no, I don't like to see our beloved Doge going down because it's discouraging when the price drops, you know? But it's money to be made on the way back up. That's the way I think of it. That silver lining. And as long as you believe fundamentally that Dogecoin will recover, then these kind of things don't worry you. Now, if it's another altcoin, all right, I'm not going to name bash or I'm not going to throw SHIB completely under the bus because it's not a completely useless coin anymore. But something like that, I would be a little more concerned. Dogecoin, though, we know it has catalysts and we know, you know, massive community, massive widespread adoption. It's not just, you know, people trying to look to make a couple dollars. It's gotten to be beyond that, which means now we have some real people here to like stick through whatever goes on. So more confidence. Scott F says, true, I'm ready to buy more. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Amanda, what are my thoughts on synthetics and Elron? I have not heard of either. Let me add those to my list. I do apologize, you guys. Poor SHIB. Man, I'm disappointed in Shiba Inu, and we'll talk about that in a sec. This is what I wanted to talk about yesterday, but we kind of ran out of time. Let me see. I just got an email from one of my viewers asking a question. That's pretty cool. Sorry about that. Let's see. Credit cards, lowering lines of credit, no notice. Sounds like the bigwigs know something's coming. Lowering lines of credit? That's something you don't usually hear. I need to spike this. It's one of those days. My holding accounts are in at 9 cents, so hopefully it doesn't dip to that low again, where I'll feel like I lost some money. Yeah. But you'll be scalping on Webull? Okay. 9 cents is a great spot. The world would have to turn like inside out to see Doge back under 10 cents. And at that point, we're all probably going to be millionaires, honestly. Because you know we're buying that dip up with, I mean, I'll take out, call me pro the Doge. I'm taking out a loan for that. Maxing my credit cards, everything. Not seriously, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't do that. Navi, what's going on? Like none of this ever happened? Jokes? Like none of what, man? I think Doge will get to 16 cents again, gain volume. It will go back up if Bitcoin goes up. That would be nice. Now, it is possible because, you know, I've been kind of preaching doom and gloom with Bitcoin potentially going to this danger zone right here. But it could come here and actually view it as a support this time, a third time, and bounce. We'll see. I just don't feel too good about that. Hi, Lori. I was just talking about you. I just saw your message. Let's see. And I'll get back to your message there in just a moment. Probably after the stream concludes so I can actually give you a good answer. Good reply. Let's see. Doge went from 6 to 65 cents in like 3 weeks. So for sure, 1 year, $1 if everything goes up normally. That's the thing. Everybody, you know, all the naysayers and the doubters for some reason are just like, oh, you guys are saying Doge to $1. Why do you think Dogecoin could go to $1? All right. And it's ridiculous to me because that's like making fun of the GameStop community right now and saying that GameStop can't go to like 550. Why do you guys think it's going to go to 550? Well, when we squoze it the first time, we went to 514. So is it really impossible to think that if we have another squeeze, we can go, you know, just a couple bucks beyond our last move? And that was just off of people wanting to do it, right? They did a little research. They said, oh, this is heavily shorted. Guys, you all want to buy and just not stop buying? Yeah, sure. And they did it, right? There's no reason for GameStop to be a couple $100 per share. That company is like halfway underground. But they did it. So compare this to something that's fundamentally like useful. It's not a thing that's going out of business. It actually has some value, and it's not overvalued. Even according to Vitalik, who is the creator, the founder of Ethereum, he said that he thinks Dogecoin could be second or third. And that's putting Dogecoin above Ethereum network. That's from probably the biggest, I'd say, smartest guy in the crypto space right now. The developer of the largest market cap useful cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's not, you know, all that useful. It's just a store of value. Tarzan. I dip, you dip, we dip. What's going on, Subi Pilot? Welcome back. Let me add those to my list, Amanda. Let me write those down before I forget. Synthetics and Elron. All right, so I've got Anchor, and I was actually just watching a video on Anchor, okay? So I promise you guys, I am looking your stuff up. Anchor, Hoge Network, Tron, Silo Telcoin, Synthetics, and Elron. All right, I'll add those to my list. Hopefully tomorrow's stream, I'll be able to talk about some of those. Things have been crazy. I just got home and I started the stream 2 minutes after I got in the house. All right. GameStop scares me, though, because Doge actually has uses behind it. That's what I'm saying. Doge actually has use behind it. So imagine community, which some of the people that went to GameStop recently and AMC, I mean, they were Dogecoin, just like a lot of the people that are in SHIB, other coins that are pumping, SafeMoon, Rocket, whatever the name of your coin is. Enron? What is that? I don't even know what it is. But yeah, our coin actually has fundamental use and value. So imagine, and so that people that are laughing at that are saying, oh, you guys went to 74 cents? You guys think you could go to $1? Oh, you guys are insane. Ha ha ha, you guys are insane. I'm like, it's literally, what is that from there? Like 30% move? It's not even that far. Look up Enron. Okay. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of What is this? From Enron to Wirecard, how blockchain tech could have helped. It's a scandal. All right, the only thing I'm seeing is some kind of massive blockchain scandal. So I'm gonna say that's probably not the crypto for you. Was a huge scam? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. Yikes. Yeah, let's just shoot that one down. Let's zoom in on this price action here. I really want to see how Doge is going to play this out. Too many companies getting involved with Doge to completely fail? Really? Like, we have too much backing right now. Farsad, what's going on? Series drunk again. Almost 45 trillion SHIB have been taken out of circulation already in 48 hours. Burn not needed. Price will skyrocket soon enough. Still got catalysts coming like Coinbase, Robinhood, eToro. Yeah. Still don't think we will hit teens. Really? There's a perspective. Even though we're literally like, by teens, I mean, we just have to go here. This would be teens. I respect that. Thank you to Tone. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. And that sub number is off actually because we're at like 3088. So let me update that real quick. There we go. Oh man. Did I see Argentina and Mexico accepting Bitcoin? Even Argentina said they'll start to pay people with crypto. Really? No, I had not. That's crazy. That's big. Angel says Hoj Finance. Yeah, I gotta check that one out. Yes, smash the like. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Smash that like button, guys, if you haven't already. We only have 26. Only 26 likes. Where's all my likers at? Let's see. I believe we're in an international shakeout, but don't think we will hit the teens. Really? Okay. What do I think of AMC? My thing with meme stocks, what I've been saying is that all meme stocks need is a spark. That's all it takes to make people start buying and for the price to go crazy. Because with meme stocks, people, one, it's mostly retail traders that never ever think it's over. Like, it's just never over. At worst case, it's just like in hibernation, waiting for the next move. Because of that, they're just always looking at everything as a dip buy opportunity. And the first sign of hope, like today, when it hit 38 after selling off for days and days, as soon as it started to go up, people just started dumping money in and buying it. And they bought it all the way up to $50. It opened at like 40 or 42, dumped to 38, and then increased from 38 all the way to $50 per, which is absolutely insane. So, you know, AMC is just very unpredictable. It's just a matter of where you are at the right time, keeping an eye on it. And, but I don't know, like long term. And by that, I just mean over the next couple days, going into next week by the end of the week. If it's just a very temporary bounce, it bounces off $50 and comes back down, or if it keeps going. It's almost impossible to say. Just depends on how ambitious the meme stock buyers are feeling. Josh says Kenneth, Lay, and Jeff Skilling, Enron. Why not? We will 100% hit the teens. It definitely looks that way. This title's not clickbait. It's just, I mean, we're really like, you guys see that? We just touched 0.2015. That is only 0.016 of a dollar away from being in the teens. That is 16 tenths of 1 cent. So we're pretty much there. It's a matter of like, does this play out and go down? If so, that's teens. That's all it takes. What's up, man? Hope people realize this dip is going to present a buying opportunity come here shortly. Exactly, Matt. This is really going to be a great buying opportunity for a lot of people. If you're not in, if you're sitting on the sidelines still waiting for a crash, whatever, if we can continue just playing this out here and not mess around too much, because there is a scenario where because of Bitcoin, you know, it stalls out, heads back up here to 21 cents. But at this moment, it just looks a bit unlikely. At the most, I think we might come up here a little bit and then sell off. If it wants to delay this another day or two, it just might. But we're so, like, literally, guys, this is teens. I'm just going to highlight this so you know where teens is to put it in perspective. All this and down is teens. We are right here. We are half a cent away. So keep that in mind. Hopefully we see the invisible profit from Coinbase listing, since Doge was mid-crash when they said it. That might make Doge's recover be at 80 or 90. Yeah, I really think once Dogecoin recovers that it's going to be a stronger recovery than a lot of the other cryptos, because we have so many catalysts that our price is not accounting for right now. So I am with you 100% there, Dr. Dre. I was thinking the same thing. So by the time we recover, if we were saying like 50-55 cents seems pretty accurate, it could be instead like 60-65 or closer to, you know, 65-70. And then we wait for some more catalysts. Like, you know, the main one, which is going to be Elon Musk coming in with the Tesla stuff. Hey, Matt, liked your videos? Matt's Market. If Doge goes down to 18 cents or even 16 cents, which is next. Oh, what is next? What is next? Bounce back anytime soon. What do I think? I think so. We have a pretty strong support like near 19 flat. If we go down into 18, I mean, it's just a range anywhere from 18 to 16 cents. 16 cents is where we stopped last time, so that's going to be a spot that everybody's going to be looking at to buy that up again. And then we just have to see what the bounce looks like at that point. If we do go under 16, I don't see Dogecoin going below. As you see here, I already drew this out. Definitely not into single digits. It's not going to 9 cents. That would be absolutely absurd. That would imply that Bitcoin, for some strange reason, would then be close to, you know, in the actual teens. And if that happens, there's a major problem in the crypto market that we should all start considering instead of just thinking about buying the dip, because that cryptocurrency shouldn't be that low. But realistically, if we don't stop at 19 and we don't stop at 16, the lowest we probably go is 13 cents. I don't think we go anywhere lower than that. I wouldn't really expect much lower than 15. Maybe we, you know, bounce off like high 14s or something, but saying we go below 13 is a lot. I don't see that. It's too far down. And when you look at Bitcoin, you'll see why. Hey, CH, what's going on? It has been a minute. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Good to see you again. It has been a while. Got the like button. Have you? Dogecoin needs a button on your channel. I know. You guys want the Super Mario crypto. You want the Doge button. Now you want the shirt. Which, by the way, I just got some of my more premium stuff in. So I'm going to give that a try when the stream ends and see if it's up to par. This isn't going to be like this isn't the final product, by the way. This was just me testing the machine. I made something really quick on Photoshop, and then I heat pressed it to the shirt. That's all. Let's see. Dipping my carrot in that Doge ranch. That's what I like to hear. Kind of, yeah. Yes, I appreciate you, Matt. Listen, if Elon can patch up the rift with Bitcoin crypto, we'll have a major turn up. I think he will. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Hey, stop trying to push it to teens. I'm not. It's literally there. I mean, look at the price. This isn't me trying to do anything. I only put these titles up when it's literally like, look, this was where it was. This is teens. The difference between here and teens is smaller than this candle. This on the 1 minute time frame. That's how close we are. One second. Best channel ever. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Hey, what's going on, Preezy? Welcome back. Dead cat bounce. Yup. Personally, I think this is maybe our last chance on a good low 20 or teen dip. It really could be. I mean, if we for some reason don't come down here, I mean, this could be it right here. This whole little area. It just looks very likely that we're going to end up in teens. So this is like the Doge watch at this moment to see if it plays out. But this is how close we are. All right, we're basically there. But if we hit 19 cents, that's gonna spark some fear in the market, and we could start to see a more major sell-off. So let's see what happens. We can see this was a massive, I can't even get it all in the frame. Massive sell-off right here. Pretty crazy. And now we are almost at teens here. So let's see what happens. Just keep an eye on it while we chat. That doesn't look too nice. Look at those candles. Appreciate that support, Jared. Roberto, what's up? Goes down to 16 cents. I'll buy 10K worth. To the moon, to the moon, to the moon. I like the sound of that, man. 16 cents, 10K. You'll probably love what that looks like in a month or two. 100%. Yes, very strong support at 16 cents, Jared. You're right. Bitcoin shorts are up to 260%. Jeez. I didn't even look at the short calculator, but it was looking a little rough over the last couple days. What's going on, Disaster Dave? Welcome back to the stream, bro. Glad to have you back. Trying to get that dippiest of dips before we go back up. I feel that. Yes, guys, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, new to the stream, it's your first time hanging out, this is what all the streams are like. 7 days a week, I read every comment, do technical analysis, don't ask for money. It's just a chill stream with music. So if you like this, click subscribe. Come back for the next one tomorrow. And also follow me on Twitter. I pinned the link there at the top of the chat, or it's in the description as well. Because between streams, I'm constantly on Twitter talking about Dogecoin stuff. I'm either, posting about it, or I'm in spaces talking about it with groups. So, and you can always join those as well. Let's see. Same old Preezy, just trying to make that moolah. 50 viewers. I remember when we were at teens. Yeah. A couple days ago, we had 140 viewers. It was crazy. But yeah, it's been doing pretty decent. I've been getting a lot of support. The Dogecoin community, guys, is greater than some of you think. And when you go into Twitter and you really see the things that are going on, it's pretty unique. It makes me, I don't know if you guys ever messed with the Pokemon Go thing that was going on a couple years ago, where it just kind of felt like everybody was like united and on the same page. Even if you didn't talk to the other people that were playing the game, you just knew everybody. If you saw them on their phone and they were at like a corner or in a random spot and they were near you, I mean, you just listened to their conversation. It just felt like you were all doing the same thing. Like you and the world were all kind of united. That's what the Dogecoin community is really becoming. Like just a couple days ago when I was in that Twitter space with those couple hundred people, I was in there on Twitter, Dogecoin, Rise, Shibatoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Dogecoin. He came in the space as well, which I thought was wild while I was a speaker. The YouTuber Jesse, the vlogger, Prank versus Prank, he came in there. Anyway, we were just talking about Dogecoin, and then there was a company called Dogebeans that is making Dogecoin themed coffee that you can pay for in Doge, and they have this whole movement behind that. And then there was another thing called like million Doge Disco, where they do these Zoom parties for people that are like into Dogecoin, and it's just like the way they were explaining it was just wild. You can tell it's like all about the community and having fun. Yeah, and Matt Wallace did come in the stream. I have it pinned on my... Oh, I didn't. I unpinned it because I didn't want to be too... The Jesse, he was a legend like 10 years ago. He's... Yeah. I took a screenshot. He was in there. The guy with 11 mil subs. The one and only Jesse. He was in there talking to us about Dogecoin for a couple minutes. Let me show you the screenshot just so you know I'm not lying. Hang on. Okay. So, well, if you look, hang on, let it focus. Woo, let it focus. He is, you can see it kind of right there. Yeah, there it is. He was a listener. And you can see, there was me as a speaker all the way over there. And then that was, Dogecoin Rise, Dogebeans, million Doge Disco, and some other big names were in there too. And then so that was him, D Jesse, right there. And then Shibatoshi, you can see him right next to my name there on the left. Shibatoshi Nakamoto, he popped in. Yeah, that was crazy. It was like 2 a.m. and that stream went for hours. That chat, it was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. All right, let me get it off my my ugly face here. Doom, 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 doom. And then, yes, Matt Wallace was in here. He said, Dogecoin to the moon. He said it was him. He's enjoying my stream. Then he said, press like and that he subscribed. Because I was like, but the question is, will Matt subscribe? And he said he subscribed to the channel. So that was pretty awesome. And I did verify after that it was actually his account. What I did was I made him a mod just so I could test and find him later. And then I went back in there and tried to add the real final stand as a mod. And it said, you've already added him. So that's how I confirmed it was him. I had to do a loop around because YouTube really doesn't like you figuring out who people are. Trying to get... Oh, I read that one. Let's see. Let me borrow 200 Doge. Now we go up. Yeah, it looks like we might go up to about 21 there. Maybe to the EMA. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. We are very close to crashing super hard. That's why I'm doing these streams. We are literally just like centimeters away from going into teens. 19 cents. And right here, you can see we are less than 1 candle's distance. Look at the size of these candles. Look at how far away we were from 19 cents there. We are really considering the idea of dumping. But we'll see what happens. We'll be here for it. Do I feel like the Asian markets might see what's happening here when they open up? I feel sort of like they could contribute to the continuing selling off. Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole nother like market that goes on when the Asian market opens up, and by the time we end up waking up and checking back on it, the price is usually on Bitcoin like in a completely different spot. So yes, absolutely, Josh. Breezy, if we hit teens, I'll buy you some. Nice. That's cool. I swear I only see the RSI in single digits in crypto. I don't even look at it. You still play Pogo? Wish I was tripping, or was the same guy who said your TA is wrong the other day was back in the chat yesterday saying good morning to you? I could be... No, Damo? Yeah. He was. I didn't say anything about it, but he was right back. He's like, your TA is wrong. Your TA is wrong. You need to change your methods up. I'm like, oh, yeah? The next day, Dogecoin's about to go to teens. He's like, oh, hey, good morning. How are you doing, brother? Just pretending like it never happened. It was pretty funny. You're 100% right, Preezy. That's what happened. I just wasn't going to say anything. Yep. There's some kind of dance game that gives out Doge. Yeah, that's a million disco Doge. Million Doge disco. Follow them on Twitter. I heard about today. Charmander. Nice. This guy has a secret weapon. I had a Shiba Inu jump in my car. I think that's a sign. Really? I have never seen one in person. Like Doge, yeah. Any thoughts on Exodus wallet? I've never even looked at it. I'll have to take a look at it. G9, what's going on? What's going on? What's good with me? Oh, not much. Not much. You can see I have this big machine right there. That's for getting my shirts put together. So if you guys still want Dogecoin apparel, it's going to be cool. Trust me. It'll be cheap, like at cost, basically. I probably won't make any money off at least the first couple shirts. I'm probably even going to do a giveaway, so I'll give away a couple shirts too. Probably my first couple, I'll just give those away. I'll see. I want to do something. Hey, Sadu, just woke up to watch me. I appreciate that. Don't forget about us little people when I'm making it big time. No, never. Can't forget the ones who are constantly supporting me and have been here from the beginning. Shibatoshi is awesome. I always see him on Twitter. Yeah, he's very active. Yeah, the Million Doge Disco. What's the scores? Excuse me, by the way. What's the scores on the doors? Another bad day? Yeah, it's really not looking good. We just had a major sell-off on Dogecoin, as you can see right here. Pretty nasty. All the way down. And now it looks like we're trying to entertain teens here. We are very close, so. I made a few shirts with Amazon merch program. Photoshop has a big learning curve. Took me forever to figure it out. Man, all of yesterday I was on, like, during work I was multitasking, just watching videos after work for hours on end, just trying to figure out, like, how do you resize stuff? How do you add things on top of, like, it was crazy. Photoshop is way overcomplicated and stuff is hard to find, like basic stuff. Like I said, like, how do I resize this little thing I just put on the screen? You have to go into the settings for it. It's like ridiculous. That's definitely by far going to be the hardest part of all of this. It's just continuing to learn Photoshop. It is nuts. So I feel you there, G9. I've been using it for like 3 days now, and it's kind of a nightmare. But once I'm starting to see like how powerful it is as I get more used to like how to make things do what I'm trying to make them do. But it's very complicated. Let's see. Hit the like and sub, y'all. You don't want to miss Mariano's next stream. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. 40 likes. I appreciate that. We do have 55 people, though. So can we get up to, like, 50 likes? Do you think we could get those next 8 guys? Don't forget, if you're enjoying the stream, when you click the like button, YouTube recommends it to multiple other people. And usually we've seen, like, 2 people come per like. So it's pretty powerful. Look at that. Now we're at 60 people. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Elon Musk tweeted, gaslit by gaslight. Elon Musk is beyond random. I appreciate it, though. It's funny, but he's random. Jojo says, man, I lost 30K. I can't sell now. Oh, you're in too deep. Well, it's only a loss if I sell. As long as we recover, you're 100% right. I hope it goes back up soon, Jen says. Yeah, me too. Gotta roll, gotta fix some planes. Remember when I dip, you dip, we dip? Nice. Subi Pilot, that's right. I should have known by the name. Pilot. Cool, man. Have a good time. Stay safe. Thomas, what's up? Enjoying the channel? Excellent work, dude. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate that. And guys, if any of you subscribed and it didn't make the little notification noise, just know that I do appreciate you. I see the number, the subscriber count number go up, but if your account settings are set to private, it will not notify the YouTuber when you subscribe to their channel. So that's why you won't see the thing pop up. But I can still see that people subscribed. So thank you guys so much. Roar, what's going on? Sorry, brother, late to the show. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? Welcome back. Not too late though, so that's good. There's something regarding government regulation on July 28th, I heard. This is true. This is when the market should start moving up. Interesting. I heard, yeah, I keep hearing people talk about the 21st, which I know is the talk with Elon Musk and the guys over at Bitcoin. So that could be massive. That could actually be huge. Keep an eye on that, July 21st. But then on top of that, 28th, we'll have to check that out too. I don't hate on other people's TA. Everybody has their own method, their own indicators. We all do what works best for us. Yeah, absolutely. As long as at the end of the day, you're getting the same general idea, the TA should be correct. Because people shouldn't be doing technical analysis and getting all these wildly different answers. Because it's, you know, looking at the chart really shouldn't be very, very opinionated. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's why you have shorts and that's why you have longs. Because people still do see things from a different angle. But if you're doing it right, the general idea should still end up close. So really shouldn't, you know, everybody to each their own with TA. But it's always good to get multiple opinions, not just mine, for example. After my stream, feel free to, you know, go watch other people's streams, see what they have to say. Whatever makes the most sense to you, develop your opinion based off of all those things you've learned. Let's see. It should be 20 cents. We're pretty close. I normally don't care for other altcoins, but what are your thoughts on Baby Doge? They got a NASCAR. They just got a NASCAR too? Really? I did not know that. That is big. Well, here's the thing. There's so many money-making opportunities in the crypto space and in the stock market space. It's just there's so many of them that it gets really hard to pick one and then also to recommend one because you never know which one's actually going to succeed. But it is oversaturated. I will say that. Now, the benefit of Baby Doge is it has Doge in the name, so it can directly be tied to Elon Musk, directly be tied to Dogecoin's movement to an extent. And the benefit for Baby Doge is that it's still low market cap, so it can be very volatile. It has that on its side. Dogecoin at this point is not low market cap anymore. So now that it's a big boy, it's up there with the top 2, top 3 on good days. It doesn't have that liberty to just rocket all over the place quite as easily. Now, off of hype, anything is possible, but as we've stabilized and a lot of the hype has calmed down to where we've just started to focus on the coin and, you know, value, now you're starting to see how higher market cap things tend to trade. And that's with less volatility and more stability. So the thing about Baby Doge is it's still low market cap and has plenty of room to grow. Now, knowing how much it's run up, though, that's where things start to get scary because you never want to buy at the top, and there's no way to know when that top is on meme coins like that. So it's kind of one of those things where, you know, if it's something you want to give a try, it's going to be somewhat of a coin flip gamble, but, you know, you could throw a couple bucks at it, a couple hundred if you want, see what happens. That's how I feel about those kind of things. Because I was looking at Baby Doge, I was looking at Doge Cash, all the ones with Doge. I think those are probably the best. If you're looking to mess with a like gamble with a meme stock, anything with Doge is probably going to be your freest ticket. But yeah, you just never know what the top is, so it's always risky. But, you know, personally, I'm not a fan of those at all. Sign me up for a shirt? Absolutely. You want an original? Okay. Me too, signed. Okay. I need a signed prototype shirt. Oh, y'all don't want the prototypes. This right here is a prototype. It feels like, I don't know, this is like almost the iron-on type material. The shirt's decent quality, but then the iron-on, well, it's not iron-on, but you know what I mean. The transfer, it just doesn't feel as great as I would like. But it's cool. I've been wearing it outside. I don't know if you guys want to see it, I'll just show you it real quick. For those that weren't here yesterday when I showed. So, let me see. So you can see the shirt here. It says, actually, I'll just stand up a bit. So it says, hashtag pay me in Doge. It says, hashtag pay me in Doge right here. To the moon right here. There's the moon with the rocket and the little Doge, astronaut Doge holding the Dogecoin flag. Then here it says Dogecoin with 2 Dogecoins right there for the O's. Then here's a Dogecoin, but it's blue. And it says hashtag accept Doge in there. And you've got just a circuit board back and the future of currency. So there's the shirt. There's my first prototype. This was really just me learning Photoshop. And then I decided to also test my machine. And this was like the 5th shirt I made. The rest ended up in the trash because I failed. But yeah. This is the first prototype. And they're going to be different. I've got more equipment to order so I can do like individual lettering instead of just images. So it's going to be cool. I've got a lot of ideas, guys. It's not even going to be like you're buying my merch either. It's going to like be a Dogecoin themed clothing shop. I won't have my logo like plastered on it. It's just going to be Dogecoin stuff. It's going to be dope. Trust me. All right, let's see. I need a Doge tank top. I live in Florida. It's hot. Yeah, that's another problem with these shirts. The first round of shirts I got, they're 100% cotton, but they're like heavy cotton. So if you live somewhere it's warm, you're not going to have a good time. Mohammed, what's going on? Jin says, I hope upvote equals Doge going up in price. Hey, let's say it. Every like equals Doge going up. But if you want to dip, every like equals Doge going down. We'll just... Shafiq, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Can we get 50 likes, guys? We're hovering at 49. That's super depressing. Thank you. Thank you. That was super depressing. It's like almost, but not quite. Let's see. What else we got? And keep an eye on... I'm keeping an eye on the price action as we talk. All right? We're still within the 20 to 21 cent range. And let me just draw some lines for visual purposes. This is 20. This is 21. Now, 21 is also right at the 200 EMA line, which makes it a little unlikely that we end up passing it. And I'm hoping we don't, because I do want to see the dip. If I'm being honest, I would like the dip. But we'll see what happens here. T-shirt idea. Front pic shows price dipping and says buy the dip, and back says to the moon. Nice. That is actually going to be one of my t-shirts. Buy the dip with a bow and dip with a Dogecoin chip in it. That's one of them. Please don't steal my idea, please. Anyone got 30 Doge to spare? Let me know. 30 Doge in a year, that's going to be $30. Bought 10 Ethereum yesterday. Wow. Dropped 4 hours later. Thought I gave it long enough. 10 Ethereum. Jeez, bro. That's a lot of money. What is that, like 15 grand? 20 grand? Wells Fargo canceling its I still haven't bought in yet on Doge. Still waiting. Same here. Oh, looks like we might get a bit of a move up here. We'll see. But this is kind of that textbook big green candles, small red pullback, and then big green candle. I forget what it's called. Yeah, anyway, you see the pattern. Name of it doesn't matter. Wells Fargo canceling its PLC program today was the same type of indicator we saw before the market crash in 2008. What will crypto do if we have another big 2008 style crash? I don't think crypto will crash in the same way, because the whole thing with cryptocurrency is trying to separate itself from centralized finance and all of that. So you'll still have decentralized options, like for being able to take out loans, for being able to save and accrue interest and everything. So I think maybe the crypto market might actually do a little better because everyone will start turning to it. I don't know. That's a tough one. Plus 18th, but usually the ups and downs aren't linked. So crypto's kind of independent from the stock market. Oh yeah, more Bitcoin getting. Yeah, I heard something about that. Oh yeah, trust. I'm watching it. Tropic Thunder so good. Elon Musk just said new tweet. Okay. If it's not Dogecoin related, we probably won't see a big Doge thing. Lots of indicators are piling up. We went to prototypes, and when you make it big, we can sell it for big bank on eBay. Okay. I'm not wearing the prototype. It's for collection. You're going to glass frame it. That'd be cool. If I could glass frame it or something, that'd be pretty awesome. Shipping wouldn't agree. Shipping costs would not agree. But wow, we got 60 people in the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. By the way, guys, this is a chill stream. If you like that kind of thing, we're talking about Dogecoin, accurately giving technical analysis and price predictions. But, you know, we're just hanging out, listening to music and chatting at the same time. If you like that kind of thing, hang out longer, click the like button first of all, but then also click subscribe. If you don't, I understand. Mr. Trung says, nice shirt. Are there any people commented on your shirt when you went out? So I haven't worn it yet to any public places, and that's partially because I haven't gone anywhere. Only place I went was to get a haircut today. Other than that, I don't know the last time I've been to any place in public, like out of my vehicle. The most I ever do is I go for a drive, but I usually don't even get out because I'm on a diet and I can't eat anything. So everything I used to do was I'd leave the house and I'd go like someplace like Starbucks. I'd go there, or I'd go like to a restaurant, just sit down, have a meal, lunch or something. But now that Starbucks is not part of my diet unless I want to get like sugar-free stuff, and it's not that great, and no restaurants are also on my diet, I don't have anywhere to go. And I really don't want to go to like a store and just like buy stuff, because I don't even like clothing shop. So if I'm left unattended, sometimes I go too crazy, so I just don't even go to stores anymore. So I've been here. I work, I get off work, I research crypto stuff, and then I go live, and then I go to sleep. So or like right now, then I research more crypto stuff after the stream, and then I go to sleep. And now we're working, making shirts and learning how to use Photoshop into all this and running a whole nother business. I think this is like my 5th business, honestly. I think I have like 5 now. I lost track. Let's see. Shafiq. Knitted cotton or cotton jersey? Yeah, I'm gonna have both. So I'm getting like a what's it called? The knitted cotton, the really like good one. And then I'm also gonna have jersey as well. And I've got athletic, and then I'll have tank tops eventually. Seems we're going to visit 16 cents. It does, doesn't it? I think that the dip will not be tonight, but in 2 days. Here's the thing, guys. Every single time, you know how this goes. Things will be heating up. I'll go live with the title saying, all right, guys, here we go. And then Bitcoin's like, actually, we could probably make a quick uptrend here and reverse trajectory completely. And then maybe tomorrow we'll go down. Okay, because look here. Look at this. Look at all this. Okay. Look at this. All of this right here. And then right here, it decides to shoot up. Right as soon as we go live. That's what I'm saying. Look at this. So we'll see. We'll see. Price action could be annoying. It was looking like it was happening right that moment. We almost touched 19 cents. And then we just blasted off. I don't think this is going to last and go very far. I think this is just going to run out of steam somewhere right here. Maybe cross this a little bit and then end up falling again. But obviously that's going to take some time to play out. So you could be right. I'm from Houston, Texas. Humidity is a constant 100%. Ooh. But Josh, I love Houston. Do the got milk, but with Doge. That's another one I was going to make. Yep. Can I make an ugly Christmas Doge sweater? That would probably catch on really well. You guys are, are my ideas not unique enough? Because both of you said the got Doge, that was one of mine. And the buy the dip, that was another one. So it's either I'm not unique enough or we all want the same thing and this is really going to be successful. I'm going to go with option 2. Dip, baby, dip. Drop it like it's hot. Doge, like it's a hot Doge. You got to meal prep, dude. It's the easiest way to diet the right way. Yeah, I've been doing fine at home. But I was just saying, like, that's the reason I don't really go out anymore. Because the only reason I used to go out was to eat. And now none of that stuff fits my diet, so I just stay home and focus on all of this content, these live streams, you guys, all that. Who exactly is Greg on Twitter? I'm following him because all the other Doge people are. He was like this random account, like meme-ish account that got noticed by all the people in like the Dogecoin community somehow, and then he somehow got appointed like by Shibatoshi as the new CEO of Dogecoin. And so ever since then, the whole Doge community is like, oh, all hail Greg. And now he's just like becoming this internet Twitter sensation. Even Mark Cuban was responding to him and followed him back. It's really funny. It's just like a whole joke thing now. But now he's, you know, he's like the meme face of Dogecoin, supposedly the CEO. If Doge hits $1, I'm taking a road trip to NC, taking you and your girl out for dinner. Screw the diet. Hopefully by that time, I won't need to still be on the diet. Dogecoin went like, nope, don't feel like dropping right now. Come back in a few hours. Yeah, exactly. That's what Bitcoin always does every time we go live. And then, just like everybody in the Discord group says, as soon as my live stream ends, the crash plays out that I talked about. But as you can see on Bitcoin, big little loop-de-loop there. We'll see how that plays out. What's concerning to me is how close Dogecoin is to teens right now. And Bitcoin's not even that low. So you should be a little worried. That just shows there's a lot of fear in the altcoin space. All the coins are trading at these really low prices when Bitcoin's not even that far under 33,000 yet. It's 33.8, 32.8. It's not even that far down. No, Mariano, we're just awesome. I like that. Hey, what's up, Chosen? Okay, because Oreo replied to him. It was like, what if he makes them do Doge Oreos? Yeah, that one got interesting. I should probably, yeah, comments got interesting there. I saw that too. And they're like, DM me ASAP. I think they're going to do it. That would be a massive marketing move for Oreo. They better do it. If they're smart, they're going to do it. I would have to buy them too. Dogecoin will pump soon. I believe it will in due time. I just don't feel like now's its moment. I think Dogecoin will dump soon, and then Dogecoin will pump soon. So I think in that order. By the way, guys, I want to show you something. If you weren't in my stream yesterday, I thought this was really awesome. There's this company called Dogebeans. What they do is they sell Dogecoin themed coffee. They have a website dedicated to it. I discovered them on Twitter in one of the groups, and I thought the whole concept was awesome, and now I'm kind of just plugging their stuff for them. They did not ask me to, but I thought it was so cool. I ordered some for myself. It's not here yet. It's on the way, and I'm just going to show people like every stream just in case. Dogebeans.com, or also follow them or find them on Twitter if you want to see their posts. But basically, if you go to their products, they sell brews of coffee, like coffee beans that are Dogecoin oriented. So you can see here, this is Dogebeans Columbia brew. This is just the standard Dogebeans brew. Then this is Dogebeans Rise, like a morning brew. And then this is Dogebeans Moon Fuel. So I guess they're like more bold brew. That's the one I ordered just because I thought the Moon Fuel name was cool. And then you can see the CEO. They have like the Greg thing here. And then there's also a subscription. But basically what you do, you click on whichever one you want. And I want to show you this part too. Because not only are they Dogecoin themed, but they let you pay in Dogecoin. And I thought that was sick. So I added it to my cart. I'm just going to go to checkout so I can show you guys this. But I know it's going to show some personal info because I made this mistake yesterday. All right. So once you go to checkout, at the bottom it says please select a currency. You can just select Dogecoin. It tells you how many Dogecoins it's going to be, and you click place order. And then what ends up happening right here, it gives you the instructions. It says to complete your order has been received. To complete your order, send 121 Doge to this address. You can either send it directly to the address by copy and pasting it, or you can scan the QR code with like your Coinbase wallet on your phone or whatever, and you just send the Dogecoin to them, and then it'll receive it, give you the check mark, say your order's completed, and you literally just bought Dogecoin coffee with Dogecoin. I thought that was absolutely amazing and a great way to adopt Doge. Like, they're fully natively accepting Dogecoin. I thought that was sick. Yeah. So every single stream, I'm just going to show everybody that because I think that's really cool. And as you can see, I'm trying to do my own accepting Doge thing there. I turned off like my super chats and all kinds of donations. So if anyone wants to donate, it's like pay me in Doge type thing at that address with the QR or in the description. And I'm going to do the same thing with the shirts too. I'm going to try and figure out how to take Doge for those. And maybe even make it Dogecoin only once I can get that figured out. That would be awesome. Of course, it just needs to be secure so that you're not sending Dogecoin to me and then worrying about getting your stuff, you know? Though I'm honest, it's not all about that. Last time Doge hit 16, it was at 20 while Bitcoin was at 32K. Wait, last time Doge hit 16. Wait, it was at 20 cents while Bitcoin was at 32K. Okay. All right, so it is the same. I thought we were a little lower, but if it's the same, cool. $0.20. Yeah, we were somewhere in there. I feel like we were maybe. I feel like we were a little lower. Like 32 flat. At this point, we're at 32.8. It's almost like $1,000 difference. Have I read the book Trading for a Living by Dr. Alexander Elder? And if so, do I recommend it? I am not a reader. I'll just be 100% straightforward. I do not read like books. I just don't have the patience for it. So I have not read that book, but it sounds like it's probably good. Yesterday, you tell me not to buy Dogecoin. I listened to you, and I want to thank you so much because it goes down and still down. Awesome. Do I think it'll go down more? What do? I want to put an order at a good price. Here's the thing, guys. Sitting out is always risky. You never really know. All I can do, BRB got to feed the child before she starts whining. Kids. That's no problem. We're probably going to wrap up pretty soon anyway. But here's the thing. You never really know what the price is going to do. All you can do is do your best guesses. Obviously, if you're like me and you're more experienced, you've been doing this for a couple of years, you can start to get good ideas. But every once in a while, I mean, the best of us are wrong. That's just how trading works. And then you just have to be prepared to adapt if your guess was not correct and trade off a new plan going in the opposite direction of where you thought it was going to go. My guess is that we still go down some more, but there is a chance that we do not. All right. So what I don't want is for you to not buy in at what's honestly great prices on Dogecoin. All right. 20 cents flat is a really, really, really good deal, no matter what happens next. That's basically, I mean, you're almost near teens here. 19 cents is teens. You're 1 cent away. So if you don't have any and you don't want to miss like big moves, feel free to buy in at 20 cents and just be satisfied with it. You know, the worst thing is always trying to like greed for the absolute lowest dip. And then next thing you know, it doesn't dip anymore. 5-10 cents later, you're like, man, I should have just bought. You know, I could have bought Dogecoin at 2015, but instead I waited, and now it's 27 cents, and now I got to buy in. And I missed 7 whole cents of profit because I tried to greed too much for the dip. So, in my opinion, though it looks extremely bearish, I don't have anything saying that where we just stopped, just barely short of 19 cents, is like not the last dip. All right, so if you want to play it safe, there's nothing wrong with buying at 20 cents and just seeing what happens next. If things start looking dicey again, you can always sell it and barely lose anything, and then wait for it to finish dropping. That's what I usually recommend. I mean, you can either average in and not put all of your eggs in the basket quite yet, just in case. And if it does start going up, you're starting to make some profit. But if it goes down, you're not really losing that much, and then you just drop the rest in when it stops falling. That's one method. Or you can buy in at 20 cents, look and see what happens next. If it starts coming back down to 20 cents again and you don't like the way it looks, sell it like, 20 or 19, barely lose anything, and wait for it to finish falling, if that's going to go down to 16 or whatever. But I don't think 20 cents is a bad dip buy. And I'd hate to tell you not to buy right now. If we are crashing, it's happening slowly, so it's not like you're not going to be able to react, as long as you're keeping an eye on your chart. It already dipped a lot. I bought at 20 just because you said, yeah, I would almost recommend buying at 20. I'm really trying more than anything to, just pay me in Doge. Thank you, Stankist. Appreciate that donation. Let me go check it out. Give you the normal shout out, just like I would if someone had super chatted. Hang on just a second. Appreciate that support. It's definitely more difficult. Like, it's not as convenient as just clicking super chat, not as reactive. So I will say my donations have gone down quite significantly, but it's not about the money, it's about the movement, right? So this QR code will be up there for as long as it takes for people to get accustomed with, paying with Dogecoin. Got it. Thank you so much. Preezy for the 6. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. You're the man. Thank you. Oh, no, thank you, man. That's more than enough. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the $6, man. Or should I say for the 23 Dogecoin? Yeah, thank you for the 23 Doge. Appreciate that. We don't talk USD here. This is Dogecoin. No, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Make an underwear with the Dogecoin in front. With it saying in bold letters, it fluctuates. Oh my goodness. Y'all buy now, waiting a little longer. I'm just going to wait, but I would not recommend for everybody to just wait. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Despite my opinions, I have been wrong multiple times. All right. At the end of the day, if you don't want to miss out on a dip, you should be at least entertaining the 20 cent mark. Me, I'm a little greedier. I don't really care. I haven't been scalping as much as I'd like to anyway, because most of the time I'm streaming and telling you guys what the moves are. So I miss a lot anyway. So I just tend to be greedier in general, because it's not like I don't get to scalp this as much as you guys do, because I'm usually the one doing the TA and then telling you guys, and my account kind of comes last in priority. So because of that, I'm okay to just sit back and wait. I know I'm going to catch the majority of the move, when it happens, even if I'm a couple cents behind you guys. But I would say 20 cents, at least maybe consider averaging, putting some in, scaling in a little bit. Maybe not everything, maybe 25% of your position, half of your position, 75%, and then wait to see what happens next, whether that's up or down before you dump the rest in. But 20 cents is a great price. We almost didn't even know if we were going to come back to 20 cents like a week and a half ago. So don't forget what keeps happening when you don't buy in and then you see the price go up and then you're like, man, I hope we get another dip. That cycle has to stop somewhere, right? You got to actually buy eventually. Yeah, hope that answers that question for y'all thoroughly. A little more thoroughly than previous. How many Dogecoins does your child have? Well, Skydive took all the Dogecoins. Technically, my blunt intake has risen, but your nerves are so much better. Nice. It already dipped a lot. You bought it on 20 cents and you set multiple limit orders. Smart. And again, thank you, Stankus. Appreciate that. Soon to be $23. Ooh, I don't know about that. Which did you use to mine? Oh, nice hash. Unmineable. Appreciate that. I want to move with your opinion. Thank you. Won't go lower than 20 cents. Just like last time, we said it wouldn't go lower than 15 cents. Bear market's almost up. I'm buying in on the dip. Hey, I respect that. And I mean, we're so close to teens. There's a mental support at teens as well. You know, when you transition into teens, everybody's like, oh my God, we're in teens. It doesn't matter which teen you're at. It could be 19 cents. It could be 19.999. Teens is teens. So there's going to be some buying pressure at the 20-cent level to keep it out of teens. And if we go to teens, there might be some resistance to get out. Teens is a mental level, kind of like the 200 EMA is a big level and support and resistance is a big level. Price areas, segments can be big levels as well. Usually that's increments of 10, like, you know, 20 to 30 cents or 40 to 50. Sometimes it's increments of 5, so like 30 to 35,000 Bitcoin, 35 to 40. Usually you'll see like resistance and supports at increments, different segments, price segments. Teens is another area that like it's going to be a little difficult. If we get in there, everybody's going to panic. And then it's, well, can we get out? That's what it switches to. Talking about that 23 Dogecoin tip. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. Just give it a couple months. That'll turn to 23 bucks. Exactly. What's good? What's going on, Motown? Should we buy or wait for more falls? We got really low here, and in my opinion, I mean, we basically touched my price target, which was 19 cents. 0.2015 versus 0.19. I mean, I said yesterday I thought we were going to dip to 19, and then we'd have to play it from there. There is still a chance that we do go down, but we are seeing a nice bounce here. We're heading up, you know, to the 200 EMA line. It could go there and reject. We'll see. You can't really predict too far out. All you can do is your TA, look at the overall situation, check a couple patterns. But like, what's going to happen next? Like over the next day, 2 days, 3 days, when it's not super clear, it's almost impossible to predict. We basically got the 19 bounce. As you can see on this rejection wick, it was very close. Didn't quite make it, but it was what I had in my head, all right? It didn't exact, like, touch teens, but it was tenths of a cent away. Close enough. Big rejection wick, massive candle on the 1 minute time frame, and now it's going up, and now it's got, you know, an EMA here, and then resistance here. We'll see what happens there. But once it breaks 21, if it decides to stay on the top side of that, that could have been it. So that's basically my point. At this very particular moment, I don't really like this buy here because you're right at resistance here. I would wait till you got to the top side of this 200 EMA at least, and then see if it holds. But even if you buy at 21 cents versus 20, if you want to just make sure, if you don't feel like messing with it too much, that's fine. But 22, 23, 24, 25, it's kind of like, well, why'd you wait so long? You know? But there's really no difference between buying at 20 or 21 here. So if you want to just be patient, wait it out, see what happens here, by all means. And that's what I'm going to do. But I don't want you, if you guys are desperate for the lowest possible average and really need that cent, I don't want you to miss out on 20 because it might not go any lower. But in my opinion, I mean, you could see this move here, or instead of failing, it could have just, you know, held up here, traded sideways. Not like this, obviously. That's not how price action looks. But, you know, and then continue to move back up. So I'm personally going to wait, see how it reacts here, and then on the 3 minute timeline to see how it does with the EMA at 21 cents. And then I'll decide if I'm going to buy or not. But for y'all, either way. Right on. I like the lows so far. What was going on last night with the stream? Hope you figured it out. I don't know. I had to disconnect my streaming software from my YouTube account and then reconnect it, and that fixed the problem, but I have no idea why it was doing that. It was bizarre. It really was. All right, so what I want to talk about kind of here last while Dogecoin's doing its thing is Shiba Inu. We still going down. Can't fool me. Hey, that's why I'm sitting out. I don't feel confident quite yet, but if you want to mess around with it a little more than I am, it's, you know, 20 cents is a great chance buy. You're at multiple levels of support. There's not really a good reason not to buy in. I'll buy when Bitcoin stops being mopey. Good call. Oh my God. All right, let me pause the music real quick. We need to talk about Shiba Inu. Ugh. This is depressing, and only because I did mess around with it a little bit, so I am a victim to some of the price drops at this moment. Now, when it comes to Shiba Inu, and let's just flip back while I'm talking to the Dogecoin chart. When it comes to SHIB, fundamentally, Shiba Inu coin pre-Shiba swap was literally just a meme coin with a hope. It started off kind of mirroring, and I think SHIB's actually been around longer than we know, but it actually just only got more popular around when Dogecoin really took off on SNL Day. But anyway, regardless, SHIB was crafted as a coin, and you could just tell by the price and how many are in circulation to make everyone feel like if we just join in together and buy this thing and get it up to like even near a cent, we can make this thing not only go to the moon, but all of us will be rich because we'll have so many coins. It was created and formulated to make people want to buy in and make people think they could get rich and make people want to pump it. That's Shiba Inu. And it was perfectly advertised and made popular right after SNL, when not only did the people that rode the Dogecoin hype wave got addicted and they're like, man, how can I ride another pump like that and make more money? But the ones that missed out are like, all right, well, is there anything else? Like, what else can we find? That's how Shiba Inu came and was born and became popular. When it comes to that coin itself, with nothing else, it serves no purpose other than for people to buy it and try and pump it, which makes it a meme coin and absolutely useless fundamentally, and there's just no other argument to that. The only reason, and it's the same thing as Dogecoin before Dogecoin started getting people to accept it as currency. You know, before that and before Catalyst, Dogecoin was absolutely useless too. It was just a meme coin. That's what meme coins are. They have no fundamental use case or value. They're just for fun coins. So I was really not a fan of SHIB. One, because it was a Dogecoin knockoff. Two, because they positioned it as a Dogecoin killer, which I also thought was annoying, being a fan of Dogecoin. And then three, because I just didn't like the community and it didn't seem like the coin was going to really go anywhere. It seemed like just a scam. Now, more recently, as SHIB and the Shiba Inu coin token and the other tokens, as they've moved along in time here, the whole what's now ecosystem over there has started to get some more catalysts. So, for example, instead of SHIB just only being able to be purchased like on Uniswap or something and having to go through a lot of loopholes, it ended up being listed on crypto.com. So you could at least buy it and trade it. And then after that, more recently, there was the Coinbase catalyst for them, which I thought was absolutely massive. But then what ended up happening was Coinbase said, after they said we're taking it, then they said actually we're having technical difficulties, and they have never mentioned the coin again. So that catalyst kind of went down into the drain. But at the time, that was kind of their first real catalyst to get some trading volume, more easily accessible. All you need is a community at that point, and you can really start to see some movement in the price, even if it is still a meme, kind of like Doge, let's just say a month and a half ago. So I decided at that point, I said, all right, guys, we know that there's actually some things that could keep the price up, and we see that it's stable at these lows at around 7,000 Satoshi. So being that there's also a catalyst in the pipeline, I'm going to start scalping it, but I still don't like it as a long-term hold, and I'm not going to put a lot of money into it. Well, then after that Coinbase thing, I said, all right, well, everybody, this is even a better opportunity, because what we saw was it went from 7,000 Satoshi. It got the Coinbase announcement out of nowhere, bumped up to almost 10,000 units, and then Coinbase said, never mind, and it dropped back down to 7,000, which means if you just try and say, well, if this situation repeats again, price will probably spike back to near 10,000 off that hype again, because the hype sold off as everyone panicked and the announcement got revoked. But they said temporarily, but it sold off like they didn't say temporarily. So it just seemed like free money. So at that point, I started buying a couple more SHIB coins. I had like 75 million SHIB, which if you know the translation, that only was like $600. It wasn't anything, it wasn't thousands of dollars, but it also wasn't like $10 either. It was a safe, for me, position size to kind of gamble with, if that's the only coin I'm really gambling with. All right. So that's pretty much where all my gamble investment went, just into SHIB, because I thought it had some potential for some quick money. Now, after that, I got a little bored and I started considering investing into some other altcoins. But right around that time, which was just a couple days ago, when I took my money out with just a couple bucks profit off the move on SHIB, Shiba Swap got dropped. Now, the whole thing about Shiba Swap for SHIB coin is supposed to be Shiba Swap was Shiba Inu's ultimate main catalyst, almost like Dogecoin going, for Tesla, that level catalyst. That was Shiba Swap for Shiba Inu coin. Everyone over there, all the YouTubers, the hype YouTubers, oh man, all of them are just like pumping out these streams saying SHIB to 1 cent soon, SHIB to near 1 cent soon. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Here's why. We have all these catalysts in the pipeline. We know eventually we're going to have our own blockchain and we're going to have our own layer 2 solution and whatever. But then on top of that, we're going to have Shiba Swap, and Shiba Swap's our main catalyst, blah, 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 and that could take us 10x, 100x to the moon and beyond. Shiba Swap got announced a couple days ago. What happened to the price of SHIB? SHIB sold off. Main catalyst. So imagine market recovers, Bitcoin's back at 60,000, Dogecoin's back at 60 cents. 55, 60 cents. Elon says you can now purchase Teslas with Dogecoin, and the price of Dogecoin drops immediately and starts heading towards 30 cents. That's basically what happened with SHIB. I tweeted this out on my Twitter already yesterday in a rant, but this is less ranty, more just conversation. Here's the problem with SHIB coin. The community is not the same as Dogecoin community. The people that went to Shiba Inu are not the same as the people that are still here in the Dogecoin community. Most people in the Dogecoin community right now, some of them are just here for the money. Some of them, right? But if you're just in crypto for the money only, there are other opportunities that you could be pursuing to make money and make money faster. If you just risked some money and went into some of the altcoins that you see pumping. Tiger King coin, Baby Doge, Baby Shiba Inu, Rocket, Dog, whatever the name of the coin is. There's plenty low cap market coins that 1000x, and you could probably find them if you put a couple $100 in multiple random coins. I'm sure you'd strike a winner somewhere. Most of the people that are focused on Doge are not just here to 1000x their money. There is a money making opportunity, but they're also here for the community and for a good time. It's a whole thing. It's a whole experience, the Dogecoin experience. And yes, one of the biggest perks is we will 2, 3, 4x our money as long as we're patient eventually. And that's fun. The whole thing is a good time. Now, when it comes to Shiba Inu, the people that went to Shiba Inu and started buying that up were not the same group of people that were just there for a good time. Those people went there to chase another pump. They just went there for the money. And that's why they left Dogecoin, because they were looking for another pump opportunity. And that's why SHIB got popular. The price was super cheap. You could buy millions or billions of coins. And if it ever goes and gets pumped high enough to like $1 a coin, we could be billionaires. And anyway, that's just the foundation of SHIB. And that's how it got raised up. But what ended up happening is and not everybody, okay, because I had some SHIB. I don't want to say that I was like part of the community. And I know some of you do too. But overall, the Shiba Inu community, though they act like they're so in love with SHIB, they're so in love with the idea that if SHIB gets pumped and they can successfully pump it, they will one day be rich. It has nothing to do with a love for the service, a love for the coin, a love for the rest of the people in the community, or even most importantly, a love for the catalysts that are to come for them. So for example, their main catalyst, what I just said, being Shiba Swap. Most people in the SHIB community could care less about a decentralized exchange. Do you really think they cared that much that they were like fully backing SHIB coin because of the DEX, which is a competitor for like Uniswap and PancakeSwap and whatnot? No. And that was only proved when they dropped Shiba Swap and the price immediately sold off. Everybody was only interested in that decentralized exchange and the other catalysts because they thought the announcement of those would get other people interested that would pump the price for them, and that then they'd be able to sell. They bought to sell, and they were waiting for catalysts just to sell, not to hold, but to take profit. And that's why when Shiba Swap got dropped, the price did not go up for the most part. There was a very brief spike, but it wasn't even that much. Immediately, SHIB started to tank and has still been tanking in price, Shiba Inu coin. Now, on top of that, there is some other things as well. And this is where I got more interested. There were other coins as well. There's one called Leash, which is really supposed to be what they call their Dogecoin killer coin. There's not a huge amount of circulating supply, and there is also a limit on that. And so it's supposed to be like a more deflationary token, blah, 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 which Dogecoin's not. So it's the Dogecoin killer. If you go on crypto.com and search Leash, it'll say Dogecoin killer Leash. That's what they consider their Dogecoin killer coin. The reason that's not going to be the killer is because it's $2,000 per coin. Nobody likes that for day-to-day transacting. It's like the Bitcoin and Ethereum problem all over again for buying and selling stuff. People want to own multiple whole units of something, just like they wanted 75 million SHIB. No one wants, instead of 75 million SHIB, one Leash coin. That's kind of depressing. Makes you feel broke. Human psychology does not agree with that. So anyway, Leash was another one. Leash was at like $3,000 as of the time of Shiba Swap going live. On top of that, there was a new coin called Bone. At some point, Bone, which is supposed to be what all the hype was about too, it was kind of like the reward coin, their new coin called Shiba Bone, that you would get paid out as a reward for like staking your SHIB, staking your Leash, and all of that stuff, and providing liquidity. Bone was your reward. Everyone's super hype about Bone, this whole new coin. No one knows anything about it. It's going to, Okay, so remember those prices. SHIB was about 9,000 Satoshi, 9,000 units. Leash was about 3,000, and then Bone went and spiked up to $75. This was like 2 days ago. Now let's take a look at the prices at this moment. SHIB from 9,000 Satoshi is now at about 7,900, and this morning it was at about 8,000 something. So it's still selling off by the hour. Leash was at 3,000. Now it's about to break into the 1900s. You can see here it's at 2,081. So that one sold off also substantially, like 33%. Bone had spiked at $75 per. All the hype. Bone. I want Bone. I want to do everything I can. SHIBs love to bury what they find. Stake your tokens to gain returns. Provide liquidity and earn Bone. Everything's about Bone. Here, migrate your uni, blah, 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 to earn Bone, right? Bone is now $6. $6.81. How depressing is that? Now, what's more depressing is that me coming in, at the moment, because I came from SHIB Coin, and I said, SHIB Coin's not pumping. Obviously, this isn't going to be the moneymaker. I think, based off all the research I've done in SHIB's own community, Bone's where the money should be, right? And then I went, farm tokens. They're doing this, they're giving these crazy interest rate APR. It was at like 22,000, and then it dropped down to like 15,000 on day one. 15,000% APR return for providing Bone and WETH liquidity. So I'm like, well, let me go change my SHIB out for Bone and WETH and start earning 20,000% interest on my investment. Don't mind if I do. At that time, Bone was $22 per Bone. That was like a day and a half ago. Now Bone is $6.80. So I'm glad I didn't have much more money than a couple $100 to do this with, because I would have been pretty frustrated. Okay, because that's wild. $75 down to 20 when I came to it, and then now it's $6 in like 3 days. So where's this price going? And what's all the hype about? This was exactly my point. The SHIB community, the Shiba followers, were not in this for the right reasons. And I guess that's subjective, saying the right reasons, right? Because that's my opinion. But not the same reasons that we're in Dogecoin. It's just not the same community. They wanted Shiba Swap so that they could see this coin pump that they had millions of. They didn't see this coin pump. They started to just take their profit, and everybody decided to start selling. This has been selling off. This, after their little brief pump, their little hype sold off tragically. Leash also, which was doing fine for weeks prior, also is now taking a major hit. And yeah, so that's pretty depressing, in my opinion, disappointing. And what's really the worst thing about it is Shiba Swap is actually pretty decent. As a decentralized exchange, I thought SHIB was pretty well designed, and I ended up bullish on it. That's why I ended up investing and staking a bit and providing liquidity, because I'm like, wait, Shiba Swap is actually decent. When you compare, and let's just do this really quick. Let's open up Uniswap, which is the highest market cap decentralized exchange at the moment. It's at about 13. Let's go coin market cap just to confirm. When it comes to its competition, Uniswap, okay, at this moment, it's at about 12 billion market cap. SHIB is at 3 billion. So there's room to grow. Plenty of room in the decentralized exchange space. When you compare it to Uniswap, excuse me, you just go to Uniswap here, and then like you can swap your coins. Let's just say I'm going to swap my ETH for AMP, right? And then you put your amounts in, once your wallet's connected, and you execute the transaction, or you can pool and try and earn some rewards for liquidity, or you can vote or look at the charts. Very basic, very simple. Compared to that, SHIB has this whole like system. It's way more complicated with the rewards. Like it seemed like it was more thought out, and it does a little more. But right here on Swap, the main part of Shiba Swap, swap tokens, same kind of functionality, a little more information. But yeah, same concept. But it looked like it actually did more, because then you have the providing liquidity, the staking, all the new coins. To me, Shiba Swap seemed more interesting, and like it already started to beat Uniswap. So that being said, good program gets dropped. All of the followers weren't in it for the program. They could care less. They only wanted a pump. Great program gets dropped. All of the coin holders start to sell. I just thought that was a prime example of the Shiba Inu community as a whole, and why I did not want to invest in SHIB at any point as a long-term massive investment, because you could just tell with the toxicity in the community and how they treated Dogecoin followers. Like they just wanted everyone to pump their coin and their coin go to the moon, and they cared about nothing else. And that's just not the same as the Dogecoin community. So I'm glad I did sell when I did, but now I'm a little frustrated because I've got some staked. And to be fair, I only pulled like 13 bone. So I've actually made a lot of bone. Okay, because now I have 23. But the price has been cut in third. So I've actually lost money by helping provide them liquidity with 20,000% interest. That's kind of wild. So, yeah. That community to me is... And the worst part of it is the Shiba Inu content creators, the YouTubers out there that are providing the coverage, keep talking about SHIB to 1 cent still. After the sell of their main catalyst, all they have left is SHIB like being a blockchain. And what is that really going to accomplish? You have to compete against Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. Like, SHIB blockchain is going to be magically better and more useful? Probably not. Their catalysts are done. But everyone's still saying SHIB to $1. SHIB to a cent. SHIB's going to be 8 times Bitcoin's market cap, current market cap. Yeah, that's how much it's going to grow. It's going to 1,000x off of what? Your main catalyst, everybody sold. So, kind of reminded me of Doge Day. Everybody was only looking for a pump. It wasn't really for the right reasons, the first one. Yeah. Unfortunate for their community, though. But my SHIB days are pretty much done. The only savior they have is if they still have enough community and momentum going by the time that Robinhood and Coinbase drop them, so that they can profit off of the increased trading activity as people want to buy and sell and interact in the same way that people wanted to interact with Dogecoin. And because of that new trading activity and accessibility, that ease of use, it started to become more popular. That's the only thing that's going to really save SHIB and give it some more value, because their main catalyst basically threw everything in the trash can. Let's see. Couple comments here. 3 things that don't listen: teenagers, Doge, and Bitcoin. True. Yeah. They basically said, we're going to take SHIB. Then they said, ooh, we're having some technical difficulties. Actually, we'll get back to you. And they never got back to us, and it's been weeks. Doesn't seem very promising. Had an average of 37. It was down 700 bucks. Crash started, sold it all, buying back in with what I sold for at 20. That will lower my average to around 31 and 500 more Doge than I originally had. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty solid. 31's a good average. Oh, look at this. I have 150,000. I could have sold 75 cents and made $100,000 profit. But nope, here to stay. I love our community. Wow, Joey. That's powerful. That's crazy. $100,000. Hey, if you believe in the movement, in the community, respect. And obviously you do. That was a lot of money you left on the table. I respect that 100%. Hey, what's going on, Zaki? Welcome back. Yes, the SHIB community is unnecessarily toxic. If anyone says anything reasonable, they call them like a shill. YouTube Doge content creators been MIA and dry now. They couldn't adjust. Yeah, it's pretty depressing. It's just like, well, because the thing is, and no flame to some of the other guys out there, but a lot of them did not come from doing like technical analysis, researching fundamentals, or even being into cryptocurrency or stocks. They just happened to start talking about it, being maybe just casual investors, and then if they were early to the game, they kind of got all the attention and then grew. So they might not have a whole lot to talk about when the market's ranging or trading sideways or going down as far as like technicals and patterns and what to expect next. So this is not their fun time. Their time is Dogecoin going to $5 to the moon. Everybody excited, join my stream type content, which is just, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, this is not really what their forte. I don't think. Or else you'd probably see them live right now. Jen says, my view is Dogecoin got pumped. SHIB was made to be pumped. Exactly. And when you formulate something to do something, when you try and force it, it usually doesn't work out too well. Kind of like Doge Day when everyone was saying, let's get Doge to $1 on 420. What happened? Everyone said, okay, I'm ready. Everyone bought before Doge Day. Then Doge Day came and everyone sat back and they're like, all right, well, here's Doge Day. We're supposed to be going to $1. I've bought all my coins. So what I'm going to do, sit back. I'm going to wait for everyone else to pump this thing to $1 for me, and then I'm going to sell. Funny story, though. Everyone thinks the exact same thing. So if everyone's sitting back waiting for everyone else to pump the coin, because y'all are trying to force it, but no one's dumb enough to be the one to buy and bump the price up. You're trying to be the one to sell and cash out. Y'all are all staring at the same thing, waiting for something to happen, and there's no one to do it. Same concept of Shiba Swap drop for SHIB. They're like, well, I think the whole community is gonna buy 50 times more coins as soon as Shiba Swap drops. It drops. Everyone sits back, pops their champagne, and like, all right, well, now's my moment to 10x. But that's literally what everybody did, just like Doge Day. No pump. SHIB is not getting more than $100 from me. Yeah, I'm done. I'm pretty much done with that. I'll keep my little investment staked and try and get some bone or whatever. SHIB coin to me is pretty useless at this point. It's really just going to be whichever coin's going to end up being the real main coin for the Shiba Swap decentralized exchange. I'll probably check that coin out because Shiba Swap is, like I said, as a DEX, it's actually decent. So I do see Shiba Swap succeeding in the swap space, but I think the whole meme following is going to disappear. Unfortunately, they're not there for like the fundamentals and the functionality. They just wanted to pump. Dogecoin go down. Now it's going to hit 19. Maybe. Very likely. As you can see, we don't have many more little support areas left. We have this right here. And sorry, guys, I know that was a bit of a rant, but I had a little story to tell. And we had some time to spare. They called Shiba Dogecoin killer, even though the devs removed that from their page. I know. But the thing is, it's still part of Leash's name, Dogecoin killer. So I think that's funny. Shib will never. Nope. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Yeah, man, it's tough to see it down like that, but oh well, it'll be higher soon enough and you'll be happy. Yeah, it will. SHIB is what happens when you try to force something into becoming a thing. Yes, the mob is random. I'm surprised we don't have a family coin with all the top memes going around. I agree. Fam coin, I could see that. I scanned your QR code. I can't seem to access it. I want to donate Doge. Oh, I appreciate that, Byron. Thank you. Are you in your app already? If you do it straight from like your camera, like you normally would a QR code, it won't work. But you have to go into your exchange. So if you use Coinbase or whatever program you use, you have to go in there and then go to like the send or deposit section. Or no, actually it would be withdraw. And then it'll like ask you where do you want to send Doge to, and then that's where you would scan the code. Or if the code doesn't work, in the description there is just the actual link that you could just copy and paste if you wanted to. I did put that for as a backup. Uh-oh. So my wallet address for Dogecoin is there in the description, like towards the bottom-ish, halfway down. SHIB is not moving because they are not making it easy to buy SHIB on the Shiba Swap platform for the unexperienced people. I actually thought SHIB was pretty easy to, well, for the inexperienced people, yeah, there's the problem with SHIB is that you can't buy it unless you use crypto.com. It's not easy to buy. The only other way to do it is you have to buy Ethereum and then transfer it into an external wallet like Coinbase wallet, and then you have to go over to Shiba Swap and sync it together. That part is a little difficult for like people that aren't into it, but my point is SHIB, like, if this catalyst was really everything it was sought out to be, there should be some people figuring it out. Because it is complicated, but it wasn't that hard. Like the way I had to do it before with Uniswap, that seemed like a pain in the butt. But I connected to with my Coinbase wallet, I connected to Shiba Swap in moments. It really wasn't bad. I just took ETH from Coinbase, sent it to my Coinbase wallet, went to shibaswap.com, clicked connect, selected the option for Coinbase wallet, and then it said you have this much ETH, and then I just selected to swap it to SHIB. Like, it was very straightforward. Shuba? Oh, no way. I ain't calling it Shuba. SHIB? It's Shiba? To me, it's Shiba or SHIB. Shiba. It's Shiba. Shiba Inu. I won't be calling it Shuba. That's a pass from me. Thoughts on Elliott waves? Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for the subscribe, Infra. Welcome. Thoughts on Elliott waves? They're a very common pattern apparently, and I mean we could be following it. I've stopped looking at patterns a bit after I took a lot of time looking at the wick off pattern, and we ended up failing that. We could very likely follow an Elliott wave, and that be the timing on our recovery. What I've been telling everybody is the reason we're down here at the end of the day is not because of any kind of technical failure. It is because Elon Musk did what he did to Bitcoin. That really messed things up for Bitcoin, and that crashed the whole market. On top of that, China took advantage of that, and they decided, oh, free FUD spreading time. A free channel for FUD spreading. And they put icing on the cake. Oh. Your name. I thought you were saying Shiba Inu, but your name is pronounced Shuba. Okay, got it. I do always pronounce your name wrong, so I appreciate that. Thought you were saying call Shiba Inu Shuba Inu. I was like, if that's the way you pronounce it, that won't be happening. But your name Shuba, okay, got it. But yeah, so that's the reason we're down here. Elon Musk, China, FUD. Recovery off of the Elliott wave or recovery off the wick off. It's just like we're trying to find potential avenues and reasons why we could be recovering at this potential point, which is great. But the reason we're down here has nothing to do with that. So the reason we recover most likely won't have anything to do with it either. I don't think we're going to, and this is what I've been saying when we were looking at the wick off, was it doesn't make sense to me to fall based off of emotions and bad news and then recover magically just based off of a pattern that seems to be playing out. You know, it's like falling off technicals or funding off fundamentals and social sentiment and then recovering off technical analysis. Like, those two things are different. So that should not work. And it didn't work with the wick off. I don't even think it'll work with the Elliott wave. I think we have to literally kick back, wait for either Bitcoin to get some crazy good news that's better than Elon Musk could give, or wait for Elon to say, all right, you guys are approved again. You get my stamp of approval, and we're going to re-accept Bitcoin for payment for Tesla vehicles. And that just sent a good signal to everybody that's observing the crypto space again, knowing that Bitcoin isn't bad for the environment and like something that potentially could get shut down and all that stuff. Then, of course, we had ransomware FUD and, everything else piling on top of it. But we also had good news, and not even the good news has been enough to bring the price of Bitcoin up. So we really have to wait for the one that brought it down, in my opinion. Mariano, I got a question and probably need some help. I want to stake a coin, but I'm not sure where to start and where to get the highest API. There is a website called, let's see. What was it called? No. Hang on. Find something for you real quick. I have a good link. I just need to spot it. Did I set it as a bookmark? There's a website you can go to that will compare all of the APRs from different exchanges. So you can see who's paying the most for what coin. And I thought that was super useful. And I was there a couple days ago. I'm trying to check my history. Obviously, I don't want y'all to see everything in there. So I've got it on another page. You never know. But, wait, I think this is it. I'll just give it one more second here. If not, I'll find it for you later. I think I... Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find it. I lost it. But there's a good website. I'll find it for you again. Have I heard of Coin? Million token, a tech YouTuber created it based on Tether, but it has a token cap. Apparently people are claiming he rug pulled people into crypto. Wow. I bought crypto on eToro. How do I get the coins and stake them? I don't know. eToro is like one of the few exchanges I have no idea about. I've never tried it. Usually, either your exchange will have a section where you can stake them, and it'll be pretty simple. You just buy them, and then it'll tell you what the APR is, and you can stake them. Or you can use another exchange or something that lets you do it, which are most. But then, your question just is, which exchange or system do you want to use to stake those coins? So like you asked me, you do need to figure out which ones are paying the most. Claire says, I know when I'm in a good place with Doge and your company. Thank you. We're going down, but I'm still feeling good. I appreciate that. Very kind. What's going on, Sophia's World? The new floor for Doge could be 16 in a few weeks. Buy the dip, people. Absolutely. It could. I mean, we're looking very weak here still. I know as soon as I end the stream, we're going to crash, but it's been about 2 hours now. I definitely do have to wrap up in a minute. The P-Hub, you already know. No, I'm just playing. What do I think about baby Dogecoin, Mariano? I heard there's a mini Dogecoin. I despise the copycat coins. It really bothers me. I don't know why. I think it's partially because there's so many of them, and I just really hate seeing more and more coins that are useless other than just trying to ride the hype of Dogecoin. It's the same reason I hated Shiba Inu when it first dropped or became popular. And baby Dogecoin and mini Dogecoin are literally just coins crafted to hopefully start off super cheap and pump and make people money off the Dogecoin hype. Fundamentally, they're not going to do anything. Like, at the end of the day, and give it a year, those coins will probably be no-name coins that people have forgotten about as the Shiba Inu dog related hype wears off. So I have no long-term interest in any kind of pump altcoins that have Doge, Shiba Inu, or any other breed of dog, or rocket, or safe in the name. None of those interest me. That is not to say I won't trade one of them one day or scalp volatility, but if you're talking put substantial amounts of money in there to hold it for more than a couple hours, absolutely not for me. And if they get some major catalyst that brings them value, you'll definitely hear about it. But as of now, big no's for me. That's my personal opinion. By all means, if it's something you're into, you can probably invest. If you're in there at the right time, there were people making like 1,000% on investment on baby Doge like a week ago. Each day it was going up like 1,000%. I'm not saying there's not money to be made, but it's just not the kind of money I like to make. I like to know what I'm getting into for like a logical reason. That way I can predict what's going to happen next and not be caught off guard. A lot of times you either, you end up chasing too much, chasing all these cryptocurrencies, you get rug pulled because it ends up being a scam, or you end up buying at the top. You never know when that top's going to be when there's a meme-like pump. And then if they're done and everybody takes profit and you bought in, you could be losing multiple, cutting your account size in fractions. Sea Rocket is the only funny altcoin. Yeah. I got to censor for the ad revenue. But yeah. For the family-friendly content. I don't think this is considered family-friendly stream anyway. That probably doesn't even matter. All right, looking at Doge here, I do... Man, every single time I have to go. All right, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got to run. Click the subscribe button if you have not already. If for some reason you're feeling shy to subscribe, I genuinely wonder why. It's just another Dogecoin channel. I'm honest. I give you my opinions. I'm live 7 days a week. There's not really a reason not to subscribe unless you've been here for like 30 minutes and hate the stream, which then I question, why were you here so long? Either way, click that button. And thank you, Jumpai, for subscribing. I appreciate that, as well as Infra. What I'm going to do is, if Dogecoin, and it's looking like it will, does something absolutely crazy tonight, I'm going to consider doing another stream, but later on, all right? Because I do have to actually live a portion of a life. So I've got to, for example, eat and see my wife and all that stuff. So it does look like we're about to hit 19 cents potentially. If Dogecoin does something crazy, so for example, goes below 19 cents or anything like that, you will probably see me back live. And follow me on Twitter to make sure that you're looped in on whether or not that's going to happen or not. But it looks like right now, as soon as I close the stream, we're about to see some wild stuff. So go ahead, follow me on Twitter right now, and we'll be talking about it there until I'm live again. Whether that's tonight if it starts getting really crazy, or tomorrow if it takes that long to start getting crazy. But if you're looking right here, this is teens. This is this red candle coming in hot to teens. We are 0.2 of a cent away from teens, okay? So we're probably going to see some stuff in a couple minutes here. Follow me on Twitter, link pinned at the top of the chat and link in the description. And click subscribe, obviously. Stanka says you're just talking about ending and Bitcoin's dumping every single time. But I literally, it's been a long time. It's 8:30. So, I mean, what do I have left? Like probably an hour of day. You know what I mean? Later, have a great night. Make that money. Thanks again. Absolutely, guys. Oh, look at that. Don't worry. If things get crazy, you'll see me again tonight, okay? Just make sure you're subscribed or you're going to miss it. All right? I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you. Have a great night.